This game looks, the graphics in this game look almost as, just about as identical, and if not, a little bit better than Red Dead.
I get the point.
Eleanor.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
Smart man might know it's unwise to...
What's my dog doing?
Stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job at the Health and Thirst Defense, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best.
Oh, come on!
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politics. Jesus, Phelps!
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out
Found it.
than the clues that would have led to her killing.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short to be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor. Our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
See, this game looks just a little bit better than Red Dead. It's more vibrant.
I only suggest that proficiency in solving. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. Worst.
Takes place in the 1940s and 50s. I'm about to go interrogate somebody or go investigate a house that was just broken into. And here, I'll show you the map too. The map is actually pretty big for it being an old Rockstar game. I can't wait for you to watch me interrogate somebody. The way you get to interrogate somebody in this game, it's fucking awesome.
You're a different man in front of the camera.
These are Rockstar graphics before they fucking made GTA 5. I think this is the same graphic engine that they used for Red Dead, if not similar. Because I mean, Jalil, doesn't this game look so much like graphically better? Doesn't this game look so much better than like GTA 5? It really shows you what life was actually like back during the time my grandfather grew up in. Even the cutscenes are good in this game too.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
Believe it or not, this is actually one of the very first PlayStation 3 games that I've ever played. This game was originally a PS3 game, but it got remastered a long time ago and I bought this shit when it did. Thank God I did. Right now, if you're to buy this game now regularly on the PlayStation Store, it'd go for like close to $80. I got it when it was on sale for fucking $5. I've had this game for about 3-4 years now.
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
And it's awesome, you actually get to look at clues and shit too. Let's investigate this. What happened here?
You said I had to go back, Doctor. Fires are thought. They allow you to confront your past.
And what's cool about this game is that you get actually start off as a policeman, and then like you get to work up in the ranks of like being like from a police to being a detective, from working all the like the arson desks, murder desks, all that shit. It's kind of cool.
My colleagues had made all the necessary arrangements.
You said the house would be empty. You're killing me!
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before.
You said the house would be empty! How can I find peace?
This isn't what
Hey Jalil, you can tell that this lady was bad at doing housekeeping.
Don't think this is anything.
Like even like the basic graphics in this game are pretty fucking dope. Like this couch looks fucking real as hell. What do we got here in the bedroom? A ring? Can I steal it?
Tiffany.
God damn it.
The rest of this stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Tiffany and Company. That's still a jewelry company that's still around today.
Regular Amelia Earhart per day. The ring looks distinctive.
Fucking old ass hair dryer. I don't want to touch that grody ass piece of shit.
Size 9s. Above average.
So like, you know, like how like in Red Dead Redemption when you like pick up like collectibles and you can inspect them and see what they look like. That's where they got this feature from this is where they got the feature from Red Dead.
Why
It's
did you
from
kick
this
the
game.
door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30
You could tell like the
suit to
look
get another
animations
big
like when you
gun
pick
buster?
something up are similar to the ones in Red Dead.
Did you never run off?
Oxidol. This is an old ass fucking laundry detergent. My grandpa used to tell me how he used to use this shit all the time back when he was a kid. There's gotta be more something I'm missing in the house.
Need to work the home address again.
Too slow, Rusty.
Keep your shirt on. Coming.
Any ideas?
Nobody home. Don't be shy, Phelps. If we want something on this prod, we're gonna have to search the place.
Oh, I found a note on the fridge.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband. Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in Burger and
alcohol.
get technical services out here. I'll talk to
I
them.
want alcohol.
Don't take all
Can I
the
drink
wind
it?
out of it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
You know, I can pick it up. What the fuck kind of shit is this? I can't drink it. That's some bullshit.
Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Request for technical services.
Knew it wasn't safe around here.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan! Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Excuse me.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
Yeah, with my money, the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in and keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
No!
Can I make this jump? No, I can't.
God, you're gonna kill us! Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead. You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh
for
my
RKO,
God.
pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
She's...
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus. I'm sorry.
Let's see what we'll find in your apartment, bud.
The oldest problem there is, what to do about the old lady.
What do we got here?
Size 11s. So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
What do you think, Joel? Is he telling the truth, or is he lying?
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
We know she went to the Bomber Club.
You were right, he was lying.
The bartender there, he calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home. He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I'm gonna have to live with that.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
That's a lie, and you know it. You tailed her, watched her come out of a bar, and then beat her to death. Admit it, Henry.
Why would I do that, Detective? My wife
Damn it.
was a drunk. It was a sickness with her. Doesn't mean I didn't love her. Would you stop loving your wife if she was unwell?
No, I wouldn't. Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Oh shit.
You're off.
What's this?
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
What's up, brother?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
I'm glad to get to go do more questioning.
Can you drive to this one?
Where are we headed?
Carruthers said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the... We have a firm lead, Captain.
Are you questioning my judgment call, Phelps?
No, sir.
Good. I thought not. Jacob Henry is a sub-system pushed around by his wife. I think with the right kind of persuasion, he might be prepared to seek absolution. Are you prepared to show him the error of his ways, young Phelps?
I don't think he's our man.
Are you talking about my game?
Don't drag me into this.
Rusty is a practical policeman. A bird in hand is always worth two in the bush.
Mm-hmm.
Let's liberate a confession from poor Jacob and the public will sleep easy tonight. Run along now, Phelps. I've warmed them up nicely for you.
I'm waiting until you're all caught up on the broadcast, so I'm gonna go sit down on a bench somewhere in the game.
I want to make homicide. You know you made it if you get that desk.
Now the DA wants to be headed. She wants a 5-star, goddamn.
The cop who won a medal in solving all the cases?
Doesn't look good, Jacob. You're in a big jam here. You lie to me, and I can't help you out. Do you understand me?
Yes.
What do you do for work, Jacob?
I'm a mechanic. Engines, differentials, transmissions, that kind of stuff.
So you have access to tools?
Yes, I do.
Your wife was brutally beaten with a socket wrench handle, then stomped to death. How do you think that looks, Jacob?
I was home in bed.
You'll have to do better than that, Jacob.
Check with Dick McCall at the Bomba. He'll tell you I was at home.
You did it. Everything points to you. What does text mean, Jacob?
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you didn't kill her, then who did, Jacob?
I don't know. I don't like to think about it. I know she met other men. I know it. Maybe it was one of them.
Your marriage was over. You took her in and she threw it back in your face. You didn't go over there to hurt her. It just got out of hand.
It's not how it was.
You're lying, Jacob. It was falling apart and things got violent.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you how it was.
Jenny Horgan says you blackened her eye.
It's all right, Jacob. The DA will understand. In your shoes, I would have done exactly the same thing.
I hit her. All right? I'm not proud of it, but she was coming at me with a frying pan. What would you do? Took it for years, but sometimes a man can only take so much.
Why did you break into your wife's house, Jacob? Why steal the ring?
What? What are you talking about? I've got a key. Why would I need to break in?
You took the ring because you found out who gave it to her.
What are you talking about?
Her prized garnet ring, given to her by her old boyfriend, Dick McCall.
I never knew that. I lived with that woman for 3 years, and I never knew that. In that case, I think you should be talking to Dick McCall.
We'll do the detective work, lunkhead. Just answer the questions.
I'll see what I can do for you, Jacob. But I'm not promising. It still looks bad for you.
Phelps, you failed me, son.
We have another lead, Captain. This guy Mendez could be our man.
I hope so, Phelps. I really hope so. I'm deeply disturbed by your style of police work.
Guy gave his life.
If we survive this, it's gonna be a miracle. Easy.
Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter anywhere near.
You've got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with any number of things you don't want when you're sober.
So that's why you never sober up.
Slow and steady, come on! Exactly.
Who, me? He deserved it.
Mendez, apartment 16.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
Incidental. I don't think so.
What? It's a fucking handgun. How do you think that's not anything, bro?
Gotta get these to Ray. Size 8s could help place Mendez at the scene. Carruthers could match the color and brand of the body. consistent with Celine's injuries.
We have the murder weapon. Better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Don would begin to like you.
Hey! What gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there! You don't need to do this, Alonzo!
Get in and drive. Hit him, Cole. Spit him out. I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry.
Fucking got his ass.
I ain't seeing a goddamn thing.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect, and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
For a game that came out in 2008, these graphics are not that bad. For it being a remaster. So this is where you're a cop. This is where you get to work with like a traffic desk that involves cars and shit. This is homicide, that's murder. This vice, that's drugs. Arson, that has to do with fires and house fires and shit. Which one should we do? Homicide. Which murder case should we do? I just did the top one. Should I go down in order? That's one where you get to go buy a phone. That's one where you have to go around the city and find a bunch of clues. I was probably thinking not this one, but nah. Yeah, we'll do this one. I wish I could let you play this game. Wait a minute, Jilla. Would I be able to account share with you on the PS5? Oh yeah, the intros to these cases and games are pretty fucked up. Watch this shit. Some dude's about to walk up and clock this bitch in the head with a socket wrench. Like, this shit's just fucked up. Just straight clocked your shit.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
Just so you know, this game is actually based off of real events that happened back in the 1940s and 50s for like murders and fucked up shit around the California area.
Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, solid boy. I think I know the...
Which outfit should I wear, Jalil? I mainly go with this one all the time. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm gonna go with this one again.
Place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
This kind of got like the old like 1940s and 50s zoot suit look with the coat.
What's a 5-star goddamn?
Which car should I take, Jalil? Should I take the patrol car or should I take the detective car? It is incognito.
You did a decent job.
You can also find special cars around the map too.
First time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's
You?
a new day with a new
What's up,
dead
Sodium?
lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we
no.
see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after
Man, I
all.
wish I could have lived in this time era. Look at all the fucking dope cars that were like the styles of cars that were back during this time. I'll be on Red Dead here in a second. I'm showing Jalil this detective game. I mean, it's not bad for a single player game. This is honestly one of my favorite Rockstar storyline games to play.
Watch where you're driving, you maniac!
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed.
Wonder if I can rock a fedora in Red Dead if
I
they even
have
have
two
a
of my
fedora in
finest
Red Dead.
investigators on the case. Fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex...
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be
Oh.
sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to the brothers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Please tell me what's going on.
Detective, I was first on scene.
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Well, you could tell this game definitely didn't lack on nudity.
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Ligature mark is very
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
What's this mark? Cut on the finger.
Fourth finger, left hand, a wedding or engagement ring, violently removed. Similar MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation is the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
Detective, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Just grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. Could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?